The Art of Being Unreasonable by Ellie Broad. In this book, author show you how applying unreasonable thinking can help you achieve goals others may tell you are out of reach. Research and using what you learn from it to analyze every situation is what separates being unreasonable from being irrational. Why not? It is the most powerful question. The author thinks that it is the first step to success. And sometimes I need it to be reminded. Do your homework, no matter how much time it takes. The main idea to learn from the book is forget conventional wisdom and the value of being second. Here is the quote from George Bernard Shaw. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. The artist, they follow their vision, no matter how strange it seems according to the conventional wisdom. Reasonable people come up with all the reasons. Something new and different cannot be done because after all, no one else has done it that way. I never stay anywhere, parties, museums, meetings longer than 3 hours. Rather than being a pioneer, it is often better to be second with a new idea. As he was launching KB Home, which became his first Fortune 500 firm, selling houses that were cheaper because they had no basement, a controversial idea at that time copied from a firm in another state. As a boy, Broad changed the pronunciation of his last name to rhyme with road instead of rod to stop his schoolmate from teasing him. Here is a story from the book. He asked an employee to write a report for an unfamiliar assignment. When he got the report, he sat on it for a couple of days and asked the employee, "Is that the best you can do?" The employee was nervous and said he would work on it some more. After the employee gave the revised report, Broad did the exact same thing. The report was revised and Broad challenged him a third time. Finally, the employee answered, "Yes, that is the best I can do." To which Broad admitted, "Good, now I will read it." He challenged people to give their best. The author substituted praise with a raise and higher expectations. The author explained wisely the mental habits and daily practices that have made him a happy, successful man. Civilizations are not remembered by their business people, their bankers or lawyers. They are remembered by the arts. Contemporary art challenges us. It broadens our horizon. It asks us to think beyond the limits of conventional wisdom. Ideas, more than money, are really the currency for success. There is no substitute for knowledge. To this day, I read 3 newspapers a day. It is impossible to read a paper without being exposed to ideas, and ideas more than money are the real currency for success. Artists rarely do the same thing over and over again. Art is about the new, doing things in a new way. For a business to be successful, they need to constantly ask the question, how can we provide value to our customers? At the end of the day, that is what matters. If someone can't give me a good reason why you can't do something, I find a way to do it. Research and using what you learn from it to analyze every situation is what separates being unreasonable from being irrational. Someone once told me I am a sore winner, and they are right. I rarely take more than a moment to enjoy a success before I am moving on and looking for the next challenge. I have never been one who enjoys maintaining the status quo. I am always pushing for new ideas. whether it is business or philanthropy.